Hi guys, welcome to Whirlwind Wargaming. So today we're going to have a look at the Bolt Action Band of Brothers starter set. Please like and subscribe, and I'll continue to do these Bolt Action videos as I receive my copies of the game or expansions. So let's have a look inside this one then, the Bolt Action's Band of Brothers starter set. Now this is the larger set than the previous one I reviewed, which is the basic starter set. You can see inside here we've got a ruin, we've got two vehicles, and we've got two squads. You could probably split them and have two smaller squads and perhaps a leader as well. So value wise, £85.50 from my local game store, £95 from Warlord Games, and you can pick them up for just over £80 online if you have a little search around. Firestorm, Wayland, a few other places selling them quite cheaply. So let's get it open and have a little look inside then. So yeah, it's quite a heavy feeling box. What have we got here? Does it lift? So yeah, you got some nice artwork on the front there. No, it lifts off. Right, let's get this open. So yes, what have we got inside? So we've got a A5 size rule book. I believe this is the full 3rd edition rules. So yeah, nice compact size. You need your reading glasses if you've got eyesight problems like me. And it is the new 3rd edition rules. So great for carrying around, great for keeping in your bag with the rest of your models when you're gaming. Nice little dice bag, which is sort of standard for the game of Bolt Action. And then we've got the Band of Brothers introductory mission book really then. So some nice pictures in here of some models, some gaming boards. Talking through the Bolt Action game, showing you lovely examples of gaming boards, and then a bit of sort of history of the major battles of the Second World War, the European arena, North Africa, the Soviet front, and then out into the Far East then. And then we got some more sort of late war European. Nice little sort of introduction to your building your miniatures, telling you what tools you need, what you should be doing to start assembling them. And then the breakdown of playing the game. Obviously that's in that A5 book, but this is sort of a rough breakdown to get you sort of basic concepts of the game then. Then we've got each one of the model sprues then with all the parts numbered and named here. So if you're just wondering what weapon they are or what item that is. And then we've got mission 1, First Contact. This is exactly the same as the basic starter set, which is around about £30-35. Mission 2 and 3, they're the same as well. So we're introducing cover, then introducing sort of hand-to-hand combat assault, then introducing you to the pin markers, and then the armoured vehicles. In that basic game, it was just a cutout of the German half-track. This one you've actually got the model. Then you've got the armour wound damage chart there. And then the all-out war is just bringing all those concepts together then of shooting, firing, unarmed combat, vehicle combat. Then we've got a how to paint guide, which is brilliant for new people into the hobby, telling you what kind of paints. Those are the Vallejo paints they're quoting on here. But yeah, get your model primed, then where you apply your colours. The same with each one of the vehicles as well. Brilliant again, so you know what colours you're going to get a sort of similar sort of result as they got in the magazine, or within this booklet, sorry. And then the next steps on there is really like choosing your army, deciding which way you're going to go. You may not want Americans or Germans. You may want to play the British troops. You may want to play the Japanese troops or the Soviet troops. Or even then there's other nations then, which would be the sort of Allied nations or the Allied Axis nations. Be that Italy, be it French resistance. You know, there's multiple options available there. If you have a look on the Warlord game store, that's probably got the most options on there because they are the dealer for Bolt Action, and that's where you're going to find the majority of stuff. But looking around online game shops and online game stores, you may find some sort of out of production or older production sets there as well, which might appeal to you to get you started. So yeah, that's a nice introductory book, very basic, but it gets you playing. Then we've got the play sheet. This is a handy sort of quick reference to the rules. Perhaps a good idea to either make a photocopy of this or laminate it or something, so you just got it with you. There's a ruler in case you haven't got a ruler or a tape measure. Cut that out and use that as your measuring sort of stick. But most people have got a tape measure or a ruler anyway. And then we get down to the plastic. So we've got the ruined farmhouse then. So this is a modular farmhouse. You can, I think it builds up 2 separate ones. Then, well, thank you, Vaz, for packing this for us. Then they look like smoke, or sort of, you could use that as creating sort of damage tokens then for your vehicles. Block it on top of your vehicle, and then you're fully aware that that vehicle is on fire or is burnt out. Then we've got what's this one? This is one of the half tracks. This is the American, the Allied half track then. So yeah, what we got here? Yeah, it looks like there's one driver model in there. You can see a couple of machine guns on there. And there's the other sprue then, with maybe some options there for the front bumper possibly. The instructions are no doubt in the box somewhere now. We'll find them a bit later on. But yeah, that's the American half track. Brilliant. Pop that back in the bag then. Let's have a look what's next. We've got the German half track then. So yeah, we got the German, I think it's a 251. What have we got on this one? Oh, we've got a couple of crew and passengers in there. Yeah, they look a little bit on the small side, don't they? Let's have a look at the sprue, main sprue. So these are your models. Yeah, they look a bit sort of slighter build, but I suppose, I know we say 28mm wargaming figures. Some of them have sort of had a bit of hero scaling, got bigger hands, bigger heads, as opposed to true scaling. You know, you look at a sports team, you're going to get a small guy, you're going to get a big guy. They'll all be humans then, aren't they? So I suppose with models, you should really expect to get a small guy and a big guy. My son is 6'4". My best mate's is 5'3", you know, so yeah, you know, you're going to get different sizes of people. So yeah, this German half track, yeah, nicely sculpted, some extra stowage there, some fuel/water jerry cans. Yeah, okay, we'll see if the instructions are there for that. Then we got 2 sprues each of, we'll have a look at the dice. So yeah, we got 5 of the American, 5 of the German command dice, and we got 10 white dice there for rolling to sort of hit and whether you wound. These are the German sprues then, so these are your German grenadiers. 1, 2, so 6 models on each one, 2 identical sprues. Yeah, giving you multiple options there of how to build it, so 12 figures in total. Can split that up as you like. And then the same with the Americans. These are slightly more modern sprues. You can see there's a lot more little bits on here then, so to sort of a few more head options, and then you've got backpacks and ammo belts and equipment sort of pouches and what have you, so you can sort of individualize your models as you're building them. Lots and lots of bases, far too many bases the models are building. Say there's only going to be 24 models, and we've got 35 extra bases there, and I think the German sprue came with a base each on that, so yeah, you got 37 different sprues. Then we've got this radius marker, which is a blast marker for high explosives when using mortars and the like, which we haven't got in this kit, but it's going to come in handy at a later date. And then these kind of dog tag style markers then to put alongside units for knowing what actions they're under or any penalties they're under. So that's sort of for your play in your game. You'll find more of that in the rule book, and we'll go through that play in perhaps a different video. This is more or less the contents of the book. Then we've got this sort of clear red plastic. These are the pin markers. What I do find with these is the base of the pin markers, the numbers can be quite hard to see. So it might be an idea before you assemble them to paint the base and sort of highlight the numbers on it, just to make the numbers a little bit easier to see, because there's a little spike on the flamey bit of it, which you twist around. Here is your German half-track instructions. Then you can see the question marks there. That is the optional sort of stowage extras you can add on. And it's probably got a similar one for the American one. Yeah, the question mark there is a question of whether which kind of bumper you want on the front of it. Which sort of setup there. You can see there's a few machine guns dotted around in there as well, and various stowage you can put on. And you get a gaming mat, which is a double-sided paper printed gaming mat. This is exactly the same as in the other starter set. So you'll have two of these. You got a road running diagonally on there. Unfortunately, that road's not going to link up to a second map, is it? So probably better off playing one with a roadside on it, one with a plain side, or put plain on both, and then perhaps make your own road marker up. And then on the inside edge of the boxes, then it's got, this is some of the second edition stuff, that is. Yeah, Blood Red Skies is another game, bit of advertising, some more bolt action, sort of, you can see the British Army stuff there, and a few other bits. And then another advertising for Victory at Sea, a sort of naval-based game. So yeah, not bad. Please like and subscribe, guys. I'm going to try and get the British Paratroopers up next if I can, and then we'll go from there. But thanks for all your support. Leave a comment if you'd like me to try and review something else.